Hey, welcome back to LeijaLift, where we podcast before we lift. I'm Juan,
And I'm Victor.
and this is LeijaLift. Dale. So you can find us on the Insta, Juanito.LeijaLift.
And Victor Leija_.
I didn't finish mine.
Oh shit! I thought that was it.
Juanito.LeijaLift1.
Oh yeah, you have the one. Well, what? Victor Leija_.
There we go. Find us on Facebook. What else? YouTube. Shoot, on the we're somewhere else too. Oh, emails. I forgot we have emails too.
I was about to say we can take something out.
Yeah.
Emails.
What's your email?
Victor.leijalift@gmail.com.
At Gmail, and I'm Juanito.LeijaLift1. I believe it's the same thing as my Instagram name. Bueno. So here we go. So did you win this week in fantasy football? No.
Yeah, actually I'm 3-0 right now. Surprisingly, but happily. I'm in second place only due to points. But my team is full of sleepers right now. I really only have like two people that I would say are, I would say would go off, like Drew Brees. I mean, he's a great quarterback, so obviously I expect him to at least produce somewhat. And other than that, I don't really know that I have anybody that would say I know he's going to go off for me. So I think my team's just full of sleepers, and I think that's why y'all are going to lose.
You do have a team full of sleepers. They're going to go to sleep week 7 when I play you.
Well,
that's all I got to say about that.
Well, if that's the only game I lose, I'll still end up winning.
I'm going to believe that. They're going to go to sleep.
Wait, but aren't you 1-2? Are you sure you're even going to win another game?
It's like 3 games in. Chill out.
Well, yeah.
I'm still like in 4th place because of points. The only thing keeping me back is my losses.
Well, how do you expect to win a championship if you can't win games?
I'm like 20 points away from you right now. I just have 2 losses.
That's great now, but you're still 2 losses away from me.
Yeah, well, again, week 7...
You can have more points if you want, but more points doesn't mean you win.
Week 7, when I play you, you're going to have another L.
Okay.
Just like DJ Khaled, another one.
Another L? I don't even have any right now.
Or you're going to add one.
I mean, maybe I can be on your side of the scoreboard at that point.
Maybe, yeah.
With the L column, but then again, I wouldn't know that feeling yet because undefeated.
Hey, I'm on one.
W. Yeah, you're literally on 1 W.
Yeah, I'm on 1 W. Get the whatever, man. My team's solid. We just had some slip ups. They weren't on the same page.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, they weren't on the same page.
I mean, Barkley's been doing amazing for me. I really Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Giants running back. He's been really good for me. Consistently giving me like 17 a game, which is
we'll see.
Pretty darn good.
I mean, the preseason kind of made you kind of expected it during preseason when you saw him run that rock in from 60-yard run or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Shoot, I don't even know how long it was, but that was a good run.
I'm looking at him right now. I just picked up Boyd, Cincinnati wide receiver. Pretty Atlanta this week, so I'm thinking about putting him in because obviously Atlanta's defense is not the best. So I'm expecting him and hoping for him to have a big game, especially because last game was his career high.
He's going to go off.
So I'm hoping for it, but I don't really know who I'd take out. I was going to put him in for Cup, but Cup gave me 28 this week, so I'm glad I didn't.
Why would you take him out?
Because the past 2 weeks he didn't give me anything.
Oh.
I mean, he gave me 12, but I mean, you play Atlanta, so I think I could score against Atlanta at this point.
Pobre vato.
But the only other option that I would have is Golden Tate or T.Y. Hilton, and I'm not willing to take either of those guys out at this point.
Not Golden Tate?
I mean, that's the only one I thought of, but I mean, he gave me 10 plus every game so far.
That's solid.
It's consistent. Yeah. It's consistent versus a gamble, and that's,
I guess if you want to be average, that's good.
I mean, I got 3 wins.
For now.
That's not average.
Just make sure you keep him in week 7 when I play you.
Oh, he's gonna be the one to give me like 30.
Okay, is he? Okay.
He's gonna give me 30.
Just make sure if you want consistency, keep him in week 7 when I.
Well, you know what? Drew Brees still come up clutch. You see that touchdown run he had?
Drew Brees.
He just breezed through the defense.
He's good. I'm not saying nothing about him.
You got Kamara, so it doesn't really help when I play you, but.
Yeah, I got I think he's the number 1 scorer right now,
and Drew Brees is number 2, so it's gonna be like pretty much we're almost gonna break even at that point.
Well, you're gonna throw the ball to me, so.
Yeah, exactly. So we're pretty much gonna break even.
It's gonna bounce in it.
Yeah.
kind of cancel each
Actually,
other out.
actually, you might get more points from it because I think you get more points per yard than a quarterback.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah,
So
but I
you
mean,
might
at the
end
end
up
of the
getting more
day,
points.
if you're throwing the ball and you don't throw it to me, it's not really gonna matter.
Well, yeah, but come on, it's Kamara. He's gonna throw it to Kamara.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. I don't think you can stop that boy right now.
He's badass.
So
I mean,
but
I'm
that
not
works
co-
in your favor because
I'm not
you get more
complaining.
points.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I picked them up in both of my leagues, so I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I don't know how you did
I
that.
see people picking up Le'Veon Bell before him and all that. Shoot,
Yeah,
I got Kamara, boy.
Now I was looking for Kamara, but of course I was
Fournette.
like towards the end of the damn draft, so I didn't get anything.
And keep your running backs. I ain't tripping. I ain't worried about nothing.
Well, my running backs have been the ones who produce my W's. So
Yeah, that's how I start off my team. Start a strong running back core, and then we build off of that.
well, let's see how it
And
goes tomorrow.
Yeah, and then basketball's about to start too. I told you I got tickets for the
Yeah,
Spurs Rockets.
that'd actually be a very good game. I'm excited to see one DeMar DeRozan and two Carmelo Anthony on a different team. We'll see how that goes.
Carmelo Anthony. You're excited to see Carmelo Anthony on another team?
I'm excited to see how he plays because I mean he is very good friends with Chris Paul, and I mean Chris Paul will get you the ball, so Carmelo Anthony doesn't have to worry about having the ball. He's gonna receive a good pass, and he knows he is.
Yeah, he's gonna take all the shots.
I mean,
Where's
as long
Harden?
as he makes them.
What about Harden? Harden's gonna feel left out.
Harden, you don't gotta worry about Harden. That boy's gonna get his points either way.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, I thought we were friends, Chris Paul."
Yeah, well.
And Chris Paul's like, "Oh yeah, but now my friend's on the team."
Well,
So-
they are friends, and I mean, you really can't leave out the league reigning MVP. So he's gonna get his points. I don't know if, depending on the role that Carmelo Anthony has, which I think should be a bench player at this point.
He's not gonna take the bench.
But
role.
he won't take a bench role, so that's gonna be the hard part. But I think at this point that's the best option because you can at least have him, even if he's not scoring and shooting well, he's always a threat. So I think that would be like the benefit to having him off the bench. Just like Manu Ginobili, he was always a threat because he was that good. He wasn't gonna score 40 points every night, but he had the potential to. So I think that's what Carmelo could do for the Rockets, and if he's willing to take it, which I don't think he will.
Nah.
I think that they could do some good things, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, that's if Chris Paul stays on the court too.
Yeah, I still think they could have beat the Warriors if he would have stayed on there.
Maybe.
I mean, they were up by like 20-something, 30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Is
then
that-
as soon as he got hurt, they got blown out.
Well, that's what the
That same game.
Yeah. What? But before Kawhi got hurt with the Spurs in 2016,
Yeah,
it's 16, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they were up by 25
I
in
think-
game one, and then they lost.
Well, yeah, exactly. But did you really? I mean, don't get me. I'm a huge Spurs fan, but with the youth and the age, did you really think that in a 7-game series
They were up on the best team that no one could beat, up by 25, and then Kawhi goes
in
out.
one game?
Yeah. No
But
one
it-
else
but
was
it-
up like that on any
But
game.
this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. You can be up 2 games and you still can lose.
That's true. But on game one, they were doing work.
Don't get me wrong. I think they looked very good, but I mean, you know,
It doesn't even matter because now
that-
he's laughing with the Raptors.
yeah, and that obviously his laugh is.
He actually do a pretty good impression.
You know what? I think he might have just been doing the raptor laugh. You know, I think about it
The
because
raptor laugh.
that was not a human. I don't even know. I think that would have just his impersonation of the raptor. If you look at the way he laughs though in the video, and you look at the Raptors mascot, it's pretty similar.
Well, is he like the reincarnation of Chris Bosh over
I mean,
there, or what?
something like that. But Chris Bosh cut off those, I don't know, Jerry
dreads.
curls that he had going on.
Yeah, the mini. I don't know what to call it.
I don't even know. But he's their new mascot.
Well, I still want him back on the Spurs.
I
but
would
whatever.
too, but he obviously.
First, you want him to talk, and now he talks and laughs, and then you're making fun of him. No mames.
I mean, but you cannot say you did not laugh at the way that he laughed. At the sound of his laugh. Do not tell me you did not.
I laughed at the reactions of people.
Oh, is that what
laughing.
it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a
At the-
chuckle out of it. You didn't laugh.
I didn't laugh at his laugh. I laughed
Okay.
at people laughing at him
Oh,
for
well,
laughing.
fair enough.
That's what I laughed at.
But
Haters
I
gonna
think
hate.
that they'll have a good team too, the Raptors. They already had a good team. You added Kawhi, obviously, and then Danny Green to that
Yeah.
mix. I think they'll be good. Which is going to be a scary game, I think, January 3rd.
Who'll be better at the end, Spurs or Raptors?
Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna say Spurs.
Yeah.
Simply because you got Didn't they just fire their head coach?
Yeah,
And he won like Coach of the Year, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, the best record in the East, Coach of the Year, and everything. They just fired him, which already puts uncertainty on the team. Like, why did we get our coach fired if he won, we're the first seed in the East, and secondly, he won Coach of the Year. Obviously, he's doing something right. They just, had too many mistakes. But that's on the players. That shouldn't be on the coach. He obviously did a great job. You got 2 new guys coming in.
With the new coach.
With the new coach. And so I think with Coach Pop, it doesn't matter. Obviously, he's proven time and time again, no matter what team he has, he'll find a way to make it work. And I think that...
Puro pinche playoff.
And I think that at this point, we're in... aside from the DeJounte Murray, I think we're in a really more like an offensive mindset. You got Aldridge, obviously, who balled out last year offensively. You're going to add DeMar DeRozan, who can play some phenomenal low post basketball on the offensive end. So I think that they're in a better position at this point in time to produce a better team.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you got, I guess, Bellinelli, you could say, kind of takes a place for Manu, but not really.
Yeah, it's hard to replace that guy.
Yeah, Bellinelli doesn't have a defense, but
yeah, that's...
but he can drain that 3 more consistently though.
He can. So we got ups and downs, but I think that we should be at least decent enough to make some sort of noise.
Yeah. Well, you got Patty Mills, a veteran. Patty Mills is now the veteran for the Spurs.
Yeah. But at this point, what do you think? LaMarcus or DeMar's team?
What Aldridge did last year, I'd say Aldridge's team.
DeMar is coming in fresh, but DeMar, obviously, I'm coming off a hot season, top 5 scorers, and a little bit younger. Well, do you think they put more of a burden on his shoulders, or do you think they just say?
I think they can complement each other well. That's what I think.
I think they can. I think they both have just similar games, though. Mid-range shooters.
Yeah, but Aldridge can still get underneath the basket.
Yeah, I think I think they have similar games. They both have a good low post, mid-range jumpers, because obviously DeMar's not a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
I think that they have similar games, and we're gonna lead that league in that mid-range game.
I don't know basketball as much as you do, but do you think that'll draw players in and leave room for guys like Bertans, Patty Mills, DY to hit the threes and Bellinelli out there?
I hope so. We've obviously seen that Bertans can shoot the three, so I think that if we utilize him properly, he can be a deadly kid. He's early 20s? He's not even mid 20s yet. He's like 22 or something like that.
Yeah.
Massive dude, can shoot the ball. Obviously, he has a high upside, so I'd like to see us use him a little bit more. And from the interviews, everybody's so far has taken some sort of leadership role. DeJounte Murray claiming that if he plays best defense on the team, everybody will follow him. Aldridge saying that the team's on his shoulders and he's willing to lead the team. So everybody's taking some sort of role.
That's good.
Which is a good sign for us.
There's not a lot of teams playing defense out there anyways, right?
Yeah, there's not. I think
But if DeJounte Murray can play defense on a point guard, I think that'd be pretty good.
I think that would be playing.
You can break teams down like that, no?
Yeah. Because they're the ones that handle the. If they're the ones that handle the ball.
If he's think about it this way: if there's teams that just go throughout the league and they don't really play someone playing defense on the point guard, then you have DeJounte Murray come at you. You're like, holy crap! I'm not used to a guy playing defense on me. That can disrupt the flow of the game.
I think you'll see it big time, and we'll get to see what effect, if any, or how big of an effect it has on the Rockets with Chris Paul, the Warriors, and the Celtics on Kyrie. They're all obviously offensive players. Chris Paul mainly because he has the best.
I like how you didn't mention the Lakers there.
Well, they don't.
They don't count.
They do.
They're not a real team.
We don't even know who the point guard is right now. It's still between Rondo and Lonzo Ball. You don't even know who definitively is their point guard.
It'd have to be Rondo. What else is he gonna do if he's not the ball? If he's not the point guard?
He could be the backup point guard.
Well, yeah, but I meant if he's on the floor.
You don't think he's
starting point guard?
Well, that's why I don't know.
No, that's why.
Depends on his attitude and ability to stay on the court.
Who else would you have on there if he's not the starting point guard?
Well, Lonzo was the point guard.
Well, yeah, but then who else would take that position that Lonzo would have taken?
What do you mean, what position? They're both point guards.
Yeah. But who else would? So who do you have? So you wouldn't move Lonzo over somewhere else if you have Rondo on your starting team? That's what I meant.
You could move him, but I think that Caldwell Pope has a little bit better of a shooting guard style, because then you basically have 2 point guards on the floor, which is good, but when you both of them are trying to look for the pass, it kind of, I don't know, it can be difficult. So I think that it has to be one or the other. I don't know if, I'm sure they can play together, I just don't know how well they'll play together.
So you'd probably put Rondo on the bench then.
That's a hard one. They both have proven to have, if Rondo can keep his, like, I guess, humble approach to it, I think he'd be a better option at this point just because of his experience. But you do have Caldwell Pope and then LeBron and then Brendan Ingram at the 4 and then JaVale McGee at the 5. So it really has to be one or the other. You can't really slide them over and make that team work.
Are you trying to grow the beard there?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I see a little scuff in there.
I just shaved.
You just shaved?
Yeah, it was a lot longer than this. I shaved yesterday, literally yesterday.
This is where I insert the Kawhi laugh at you right now. I should make a button where I just play that. I should make that button. I still want him on the Spurs. Come back, Kawhi.
No, I think that he had other plans and.
Te quiero. How do you say come back in Raptor? No, I was asking about the beard because I was looking at some products because No Shave November's coming up, so I need to keep the beard fresh.
I thought about it, but last time I did it, it just did not
you don't
go
have
well. What?
Why. You can't grow one. That's why.
What are you talking about? Yes, I did.
No, you can't.
No,
no.
I have a beard right now.
Do you call that a beard?
Well, I mean, I trimmed it, but yes, it's a beard.
You call that a beard?
Yes.
What are you, in 8th grade or what?
My beard grows.
You can go to the office.
You see my beard. Man, there's pictures of me. If anybody follows me on Instagram, you can see pictures of me with a beard.
Okay.
They're on there.
Okay. I'm just saying that. That's cute. That's cool. That's cute. This is where I wish I had that button. Boom. I wish I had a siren button and then the Kawhi laugh button. Chingado. How do you? Let's see. What's the Spanish word of the day? Let's put laugh. Risa. La risa de Kawhi. Dame estos pinches puros haters aquí en la risa de Kawhi. Déjenlo solo ya.
I mean, you can. There's countless videos already, poor guy. But at this point, he kind of deserved it from all San Antonio fans.
Nah, hombre, déjalo ya. Primero está muy callado, después habla y se ríen de él.
It wasn't his talking though. It wasn't his speaking ability. It was his laugh.
That's all right. You said there was a progression of his laugh somewhere on.
Yeah, there's a video I saw has one laugh per year, and they all sound terrible.
Well, then why are you laughing? Why do people laugh at this one and not the one in 2012?
Because nobody saw that one. No, it wasn't. I mean, and maybe they weren't paying as much attention to him because he was just, some kid that was fresh. Now he's a superstar, and he went to the Raptors in a very indifferent way, and now it was just him.
We'll see. Him and Danny Green, you didn't make fun of Danny Green's laugh.
Well, he didn't have a laugh worth mentioning.
How do you know?
Because it didn't sound like the mascot that from the team that he's on.
You don't know that?
Danny Green's a nice guy. He didn't go the way Kawhi did. We chose to let him go, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I think that Danny Green will get a standing ovation when he walks in, and Kawhi will get booed when they call his name.
Yeah.
At the San Antonio Arena.
No,
Spurs are pretty diehard fans.
I'm gonna clap for Kawhi.
But in the fashion that he chose to leave, it was difficult to see San Antonio fans happy, and that's because it's hard to really piss San Antonio fans off.
No, but it's super easy.
It's hard.
Actually, it is hard when all you know is win, no matter what.
I mean, we still got a pretty good record with our Kawhi last year.
Oh yeah, that's why. But you're used to seeing championships every couple of years.
I mean, we'll get there.
This year, watch out. Super Bowl 2018.
I mean, we the chances aren't great, but we have a chance. We always have a chance as long as we have pop.
There's always a chance.
As long as you got pop, there's always a chance.
Yes, sir. Bueno. So you didn't do anything for diabetes?
Unfortunately, this week I did not.
Diabetes awareness?
It's kind of hard to get a lot of things done this week due to just some rescheduling at work and so forth. But I still went to the gym 4 times this week, which I did not expect. I expected to be able to go 2 or 3, but I made it there. They were hard to get a really a good pump, if you will, going. But the workout was a workout, and I still had a decent one, so I'm not gonna complain. I was able to do.
Well, as long as your grades are staying up too, fool.
Yeah, we'll have a. We don't talk about that on podcast. No, they're doing fine. Actually, I had.
Don't be going to the gym and then be like, oh yeah, no, but I'm filling all my classes.
No, definitely not.
You a frat boy? Okay.
I gotta pay too much for these classes for me to just let them go.
That's why. The gym membership costs a lot less than a class retake.
Believe me, I know.
Shit, believe that.
I did have a class scare because I saw that I had a 56 in the class, and I was freaking out, and I was like, "What do I have a 56?" I went through all my grades, didn't make sense, and then I saw that it said 56 out of 60 points.
Oh.
So I had an A, but I didn't see that. And I was like, "Oh my god." So for like 10 minutes, I went crazy, and I was wondering why I had a 56. But it was 56 out of 60 points, so we're good. We're still good.
So you know how to do math, so that's good.
And it was for a math class, so okay. Yeah, obviously we're. I don't know how that's happening. That's right.
All right. Well, I guess I'll do the first diabetes segment that I have, just because you didn't do anything on it. So, I guess I have a few minutes to spare here for diabetes or el azugar or the sugar, or sugar. All right, so you have the 2 types, right? Type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is more of like an autoimmune issue where you have to, there's an absolute deficiency in insulin production or secretion, so you need to inject it in your body pretty much in order to survive, right? So then type 2 is really what we want to focus on, just because that's where you're seeing a lot of more growth in the youth, in kids in the type 2 diabetes, because type 1 is really something that you're born with, an issue that you're born with, and type 2 is something that develops. So it's more of a chronic system disorder, right, where you have more of increased blood sugar or hyperglycemia. Hyper meaning more, glycemia meaning sugar. It's a disruption of your metabolism, of your carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So normal, or how would you say it? So type 2 is when like the normal sensitivity, you have what's it called? I wrote it down here. Let me look at my notes. Normal or even increased insulin secretion, but reduced sensitivity of insulin target cells to its presence. So that means even though you have insulin, the target cells aren't picking up the insulin. Even though usually when you have insulin in the body, then you have the cells that come out.
Basically, your body giving up and saying, "I can't do this anymore."
Yeah, no puedo, no,
yeah,
no,
your body, it's
no
there,
puedo.
but there's just been so much glucose in the blood that your body is just saying, "You know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't keep up."
Yeah, decreasing in GLUT4 production, which is when you have the intake of glucose into the skeletal muscle. And then in return, because the body's not picking up all that stuff, then you also have excess fatty acids in the body, and then those fatty acids start killing the B cells, which is in the pancreas. The B cells are what secrete the insulin, I believe, if I remember correctly. So then you have this cascade of stuff going on where the body isn't responding appropriately to. So when you eat food, insulin is supposed to be released so that the muscles and the liver can uptake the sugar, the fats, and it even works with protein synthesis or protein intake. But then it doesn't work as well. So the other thing is, like, and when you have, you're diagnosed with diabetes, the reason why they tell you to exercise is because the body actually naturally produces insulin uh, when you exercise. So you don't necessarily need to eat food or have eat carbohydrates, because if you exercise, the body will release insulin on its own. So that's kind of like a nice effect that the body has to reuptake some of the carbohydrates or the fatty acids that are floating around in that sense. So from the standpoint of like, okay, what are the biggest factors as far as diabetes is concerned? So ethnicity is an issue, is one of the big ones. Obesity, smoking, um, usually over 45, but more, it looks more like half the people over 60 have diabetes, right? Inactivity or nada más sentado
Sedentary lifestyle.
sentado en el pinche couch watching fantasy football, or what is it, red zone,
The
looking
red
at
zone. There you
looking
go.
at your fantasy football team. So that then you have the presence of other issues, right? Hypertension, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, se me sube el colesterol, ay. And what else? Triglycerides. So it's just pretty much all working against each other. Then lifestyle issues or factors that affect with diabetes is watching 2 or more hours of television a day seems to be a lifestyle factor. Skipping breakfast, which that one's kind of weird because I skip breakfast.
Yeah, I've been. I mean, I've seen a couple
Yeah,
different talks and studies on that one, which
yeah.
we can get into in a bit.
Drinking daily carbohydrate beverages, so drinking sugar, really pretty much. And then for waist measurement larger than 35 for, I think 35 for women and 40 for men, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, I almost mess those up sometimes. So from my standpoint as a physical therapist, what do we usually do is exercise is one of the things, the biggest thing, right, that we're known for, is pain and torture or exercise for patients, and then at patient education, so self management to avoid other complications, controlling, maintaining certain glucose levels, and for pre and post peripheral neuropathy, which is one of the effects that you have, and other ways that people can maintain and manage their bodies or even prevent, right? So a lot of the education and exercise is really what physical therapists are best at for as far as diabetes is concerned.
I think that diabetes is definitely obviously an issue, but I think the hardest thing about it is that most people, and I personally met plenty of them that have diabetes don't care to take care of it, which is
Number.
probably the hardest part because you can't make somebody do something they don't want to.
Mm-mm.
Like, let's say you get a patient who needs physical therapy for whatever X reason X, we don't whatever it is, but they're not willing to comply with what you're telling them or asking them to do.
Yeah.
You can't expect them to get better, and they can't expect to get better because they just simply don't.
Well,
care
they
for
do
it.
expect to get better. That's the thing. They expect to get better, but expect to get better by what I do, not what their compliance level is. So that's the tough part. And
Yeah.
I get that. I guess at that point, once you have diabetes,
I mean, I've met people with diabetes, and people that did, I've gone to the doctor, and the doctor said, watch that, and they said, well, I'm gonna die anyway. Let me die happy. So they don't care to take care of it.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. I think that's the hardest part to get through, and that's why it's such a big problem because people are not willing to do what's necessary, or they just simply want to quote unquote enjoy their life and die
Yeah.
happy.
but you can also enjoy your life and die happy in other ways by being healthy too.
I mean, I would say longevity is a pretty good way.
Yeah, but it's just finding what motivates the individual to want to make that change, which is the difficult part, right? Because they don't know you, you don't know them, and then you're over here telling them to make lifestyle changes. And I think that's why it's also important to look the part as a healthcare professional. Sometimes when you
Yeah,
go to the doctor's office, they're like telling you to change your eating habits, and not much other than that. But then they don't look like they have good
exactly.
eating habits.
I guess the easiest way to put it is you go to a dentist and he has ugly teeth. What would you think? Is that really who you want as your dentist?
I just think he's pretty badass or she's pretty badass. They do that.
I don't know.
They're hardcore.
I think that's the easiest
I
way
just
to
think
put
that's
that.
a rebel right there, boy. I think they're like, man, I got this. Don't worry about that. That's confidence right there.
I'll fix your teeth. Don't look at mine.
That's confidence right there, boy.
I mean, that's the easiest way that I can put it. But I think it's definitely important to look the part, like you said, and kind of practice what you preach type of thing.
Yeah.
But
so I should stop eating the cheddar popcorn then.
You should switch to your skinny pop or skinny girl or whatever.
Nah, I don't have that. I eat the regular cheddar popcorn, but I'm still maintaining though. I'm still like at 190. I haven't lost weight, which my goal was to lose weight, so that I haven't.
Have you
lost
dropped
weight.
your calories any?
No.
So that might be why.
Yeah.
You lost a little bit, and you kind of have to like adjust.
Yeah,
to that,
I lost like maybe 3 or 4, but I've kind of been floating right now. But I've also haven't increased my cardio either. I need to increase my cardio, and then I also, there's a lot of stuff I haven't been doing, which, like you said, practice what you preach. I haven't really been keeping up to date as far as for weight loss, which was my goal. I mean, I've done a decent job in maintaining, but not a great job at tracking macros or keeping my protein intake where I want it to be, which I need to do that tomorrow. I need to go to Costco and get some salmon and some coffee.
Yeah, I think that if you just prioritize that protein, and if you go to a restaurant, or wherever it is, get a little more protein, whether it's beef or chicken, whatever it is, and kind of like, if you have a giant side, get more protein and get less on the side with whatever carbs it may be, just to prioritize that protein, because I've figured out that obviously protein's the most important macronutrient, if you will.
It's the most important meal of the day, protein.
Yeah, exactly. Gains.
That's it.
It does a lot, but obviously, if you're trying to make progress in gains, that's definitely going to be a big factor in it. You can't expect to make the gains and eat no protein or little protein.
Yeah, and if you got anything out of this, just no protein.
Yeah.
The more you know.
There you go.
Proteína. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, right?
I think so.
Protein. Proteína, hombre.
Yeah, and actually, funny, I forgot what it was. I think yesterday I saw the back of I don't know what package it was. My boss had some Mexican food or something, Mexican candy or something, and looked on the back of it just to see the nutritional facts, and it actually did say carbohydrates on it, which I thought was funny.
So
it actually said
sabes, papá. I already know. Yo soy mucho pinche inglés aquí, puro pinche inglés. You already know. Bueno, anything else to add?
No, I mean, next week we'll be back, and next week I'll definitely get some prepared.
Next week, we're supposed to do this last week.
Yeah, well, we'll be back with the next episode sometime this week.
It better be this week. They better not call you into work again, tell you to work overnight.
I hope not.
All right.
So we'll be back with the next episode, and I'll prepare something that we can talk about diabetes-wise or something along those lines.
And maybe Victor will post an article on that if he finds one, or if I find one, I'll send it to him to post.
Well, I put an interesting one up on the, I guess, metabolic rate of the average person, and how most people with a quote-unquote high metabolism or low metabolism are still within a 200 to 300 caloric range than the average person. So, quote-unquote high metabolism isn't really a high metabolism. So at the end of the day, basically it's gonna catch up to you. You may be able to get away with it for a lit00 bit, but 200-300 calories will still.
If you don't work out, you'll still be skinny fat.
Exactly. There you go.
You already know. You want to be skinny fat, or you want to be thick and swole, or just thick.
Just thick.
Or swole.
I like.
Well, I mean, but if you isolate both of them, they don't sound good. But if you put thick, swole, it sounds better.
I like that one better. Thick with 2 C's.
Because swole sounds like you got stung by bees, and thick.
Allergic reaction.
Thick just means like you want to pinch someone's cheeks.
Yeah, like you're being nice about their weight.
Yeah. But thick swole sounds mamao.
There you go.
Puro mamao, so we're going for mamao. Mamao for life.
Everything like that sounds better in Spanish.
Dale. Bueno, that's it for LeijaLift. I'm Juan.
I'm Victor.
And you can find me That's like a Nelly song. You can find me on Instagram, juanito.leijalift1, and I think that's also my email.
And you can find me on Instagram at victorleija_ and email at victor.leijalift@gmail.com.
All right. Facebook, LeijaLift, YouTube, LeijaLift, all one word. And then the podcast, also LeijaLift in your favorite podcast, iTunes, what else? I think Stitcher, Google Play, all that good stuff. And if we don't have it, let us know about it. If you have any questions, email us to our emails, and then we'll get back to you with any questions that you have, or if you have any concerns about why am I so big, why am I bigger than Victor, why do I lift so much more. You can just let us know, ask me about that too.
Or if you just have questions on any nutritional facts or anything that you'd like to know, you could just send me an email for that too. It doesn't have to be on why my brother's not as swole as I am, or good looking, or whatever it might be.
You can't just think of those. He paused for a second because he can't come up with any good excuses.
You know what? I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Bueno, we'll end it now because it's already like midnight.
Yeah.
Bueno, that's it for LeijaLift. Dale.